Yeah, at the bar radio.
Yeah. Big Billy Bear. Bar radio. Yeah.
Really, everything want to fuck with me today. Really. Now my Twitter feed acting up.
That nigga got scared. He's like, oh man, she got some more liquor?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah, he do. Wrong for that.
I'm trying to come and I can never trust when they know you got me rich. I'm on low. I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone. Trying to figure out where you live at. You on your own. Just know why. With that chit chat. I'm on the road.
Y'all know I'm a woman of my word.
Where your bitch at. She on the phone.
I'm more like today.
Are you really just making for the stage in here?
I've been saying that he needs to be famous his ass.
Yeah.
I think I hit the wrong.
And I said it on air too. I gotta follow up.
Here we go. Gunman number 2. You this your joint right here. Last week you had to with the nigga you robbed and shot. You robbed and no, actually renegade took his
Yeah.
girl.
But he rolled out with his girl.
But C3 copped the field. I saw. I got some behind the scenes footage I will air next week.
You had to do that scene a couple of times, dog. Had to get it right.
That's a lot of you got the fan on? Cause no, I'm asking you if you got the fan, cause I'm gonna need that after that drink. Ooh, Lord. Oh, you got your PCA stickers back out? Oh, you really shady. Why you ain't taking this to support your kids?
Until they get proven that they mine, they staying here.
All right, well, just wait to get women then. Since you don't want to support your babies.
Even on the rise, if we got some wings, we gon' let it fly. Money, 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 day of my life, take me a different route.
You tagged the wrong page.
That's a problem. You don't think I did?
Because I ain't switched to that page yet, I don't think.
Damn.
You don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really want play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money is what I'm talking about.
When you go to tag on Facebook, just type Malay in for that.
Money, 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 money is what I'm talking about. You never cross these borders. When they need any swords, talk about me, you better talk, and you can just really afford it.
I was about to say, I ain't put over yet.
My Twitter joint acting up.
Twitter. on Twitter? Is Facebook on Twitter now?
I don't know.
They
Somebody's
on
not
Instagram,
streaming.
so
For some reason, it's not linking to my page. Not linking to my page.
Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You don't really know what you've been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say.
This trying to blow me.
Money's what I'm talking about.
man, Mr. Daniel Evans be tagging like
Oh
crazy.
yeah, Dan.
Ooh, baby.
Dan is very loyal.
You see crazy.
You know the shit.
Uh-huh. He on it all the time.
He always supports the fans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to go back to y'all.
There you go.
So how often does we finish playing a song and then a Renegade song, Renegade actually walks in the building?
Right,
It happens sometimes.
So
right. It's happened before, but
So,
not all the
not
time.
all the time.
Mhm.
So what's going on is and what the hell is this day? Is something special about this day? It's not. No, it's not.
It
It's
is.
the day people shoot fireworks.
No, it is special.
It's
Okay.
a waste.
It's the Caucasian Independence Day.
Oh, that's what it is. It's a
Yeah.
waste.
That's what day it is. So it's one of the holidays to celebrate the independence of a group of people in our country.
Yeah. For me, it just means another day off of work.
Just like some other, holidays or events,
Yeah.
like people for Cinco de Mayo. People
I mean, I was gonna
celebrate,
finish all
but
this.
that's not necessarily an American holiday. It's definitely not a federal holiday, but some people
It should be.
use Cinco. Well, it's for Mexicans. So,
I'm sure I got some Mexican in here.
oh my God.
Or I had a Mexican somewhere in there.
As much tequila as you drink, yeah, you got some Mexican in you by
I
now.
drink a lot of tequila, so I
Uh,
definitely
You
celebrate Cinco.
you know what?
I said I drink a lot
Oh,
of tequila,
First of
so I
all,
celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
CP3.
Yo,
You have been drinking a lot of tequila. lately.
He sure
that's
has.
because, like I said, y'all a bad influence, man.
Us, huh?
Yeah,
How about
I wouldn't
we
buy
just
tequila.
enlighten you? We enlightened you. That's
I
all.
wouldn't buy tequila.
You would, but
Nuh-uh.
you would pretend that it's for everyone else.
Nah,
I can
So
see
you
you.
know what you do when you leave the show.
it ain't drink tequila.
You might get tequila and have $40 in your bottle. They go down Capitol Heights.
Nah,
Mhm.
I need to head around. I ain't been around there in a while.
You see, I like rolling my eyes because you'll be the first one to come tell us and complain about.
I ain't complain. I just said I lost 3 hours of my life messing with y'all, and I don't know where it
but
went.
what I'm
That
saying
wasn't
is,
tequila.
Yeah,
That was Jim Beam and 151.
That's
exactly.
true.
The point is, I
What
was
you
here
said
when it happened.
exactly.
Because it was here when it happened. That's all
Well,
I'm saying.
Well,
It-
ain't nobody tell you. You poured the drink.
Look, I didn't comprehend
You-
till after the third cup that
You
was
Bill
mixed in the
Cosby,
bottle.
Cardi B yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, look.
What you got in sports, CP3?
Oh man, we got some Nets baseball disappointment. They got swept by the Dodgers in a 4-game series this weekend. They're still at 500, still in the second place in the NL East. Unfortunately, they had some injuries. Kyle Schwarber just went on the IL with a severely pulled hamstring. Strasburg is still on the IL. Villa just went on the IL. So they're dealing with some injury issues. Still has some pitching issues. Corbin hasn't rounded back into his form that we are used to seeing. One ups and downs of the baseball season. They're still in second place, still plenty of time. Mets in first place, which is still shocking to say, but it is what it is.
Why is that?
Because the Mets are the Mets. Simple as that. The Mets are the. I'm not. This is not hate on New York. It's just hate on the Mets, man. It's the hate on the Mets. The Mets, they have a good
I think
squad.
it's the organization as a whole.
I mean,
Are you
they're
saying that the organization is not known to be?
exactly. They're known to basically fuck up.
So, I mean,
Simple as that.
Let me tell you a little story real quick. So growing up as a kid, I'm from Queens.
Mhm.
Shea Stadium was around the corner. Sir.
Correct.
I don't ever remember going to a Mets game. I went to Yankee game. So I remember I always loved the Mets.
Oh.
And I got on the bus with my grandmother, and I had a Mets hat on. This is how rude New Yorkers is, but I love them to death. The dude turned around and said, "I hate the Mets."
Just because.
I'm like 4 years old. I'm a real live little kid.
And that's
he
when
was
it all
I
started.
hate the Mets and I like little kids. And my grandmother cussed this man. She ain't play that shit. So
Right.
what the fuck you say to my grandson? But just the audacity to turn into a little kid. Like I had no comeback in me at the time.
No, you're not
And he
going
was
to.
like, yo, I hate the Mets. That's
But see, that real talk. That sheds light on the New York thing. New Yorkers feel that they have an opinion and they're gonna share it regardless if you care.
oh, we do.
So that goes to show this man. He felt like he hated the Nets. I wanted to tell you guys. You guys didn't care that he hated the Nets, but that's the thing. That's a New York.
I mean, I would love to poke his ass in the eye right now.
He might not be here.
Probably not. He probably OD'd in the alley or something.
But I
Anyway,
mean, he's a grown man telling a little kid how he hates the Mets. He might not be here.
Yeah, he probably got mollywopped by somebody. What else, DC? What else got going on?
The NBA playoffs are heating up. You know, I don't really cover it. We were going to have a show tomorrow night, but we're probably going to take off for the holiday. So tune in next Monday for Sports on the Hill podcast, Monday night. We'll break it down. I might do a pop-up show one day this week. I'm taking off on Tuesday, so I might do a pop-up show because, you know, you got the Washington football team training camp starts end of the month. Depending on some things I got going on, it's still a slim chance I might be able to get the training camp if some other things don't come through. So be on the lookout. Working with Dujane now to have our off-season draft breakdown and season schedule preview show before training camp starts. You know, we got the best DC sports coverage around, so, you know, tune in, check that out. Let's see what else we got. The Stanley Cup Finals, Game 4 tonight, possibly being the first sweep since 1998 when the Capitals got swept by the Red Wings. Be the last time a team got swept in the Stanley Cup Finals. You got Tampa Bay.
You ain't had to mention that.
I mean, you know, we got a
just
cup.
said
We got a
since
cup now.
1998.
I'm just saying we got a cup now, so we can still bring that up because we got something that ain't got
that
had.
was a heartbreaking
Nobody.
experience.
Well, why would you?
Just because that's what I do, baby. I gotta stir the
That's
pot.
you like
dog.
the dude to be like, oh my god, you look so good in your prom dress. I remember the other day you was ugly as shit. That's the type of
Basically,
dude you are.
I try to lift you up to bring you back down so you don't get too full of yourself. You know, some people get a big head and think they got all that. You got to let them know you look good, but you still ain't shit. But you look good though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know. What?
Renegade, why did you have this dude in your video?
I'm just saying, man.
Because he was a gunman.
I'm
Oh,
just
that's right.
saying.
We
He
needed
needed
a
someone.
thug.
Yeah.
Ain't like I pistol whip nobody. Ain't like I pistol whip nobody.
He wanted an authentic gunman.
Yeah, you know, I had to
And
play
that's
that
what he
role.
got.
I was trying to get my
You
first
didn't
Oscar,
play
man.
that role. You were that role.
I was trying to get my Oscar, man.
No. You were that role.
Hey,
I
man.
mean, it's method acting, and it's just like, you know, I'm gonna bring a real life gun.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I know some people that know some people, so I was able to call them and get so I can get the role, you know, play
You
it
that
the right.
lying.
Huh?
You that lying.
What you talking
Because
about?
you did not do no research
I
for
know
that
some
role.
people that know some people.
You
That's
did
all.
not need to do no research for that
Man,
role. All you
allegedly.
need to do is get your piece and put it in your bag and hop on the metro.
I mean,
and
We
go to the
needed
set.
another
You were very
prop
detailed
for
in
the
saying,
video.
I need to make sure my tattoos is covered up.
I mean,
so when we went, I like
Like
going
it
I
was in the
embraced
video.
I embraced the role, man. I told you I'm trying to get my
You didn't
Oscar.
embrace the role. You were called because you were the role.
You had a flashback.
You are the gunman.
I mean,
You had a flashback.
sometimes you gotta run up in a nigga house, you know what I mean?
Did you have your ski mask in your bag too?
Yeah,
I
we
did.
had a lot of ski masks.
But I didn't have to use it for the video.
I know, but I
I
wanted
just
to
used
know
my
if you
regular
had it. In,
Of course.
You said you grabbed your regular bag.
My regular man.
Yeah, that was your regular bag. That truck is already packed in the door. Oh yeah, I got all that. You grab the bag and go. You ain't have to take that dress.
An overnight bag did not include a firearm.
You never know where you're gonna end up, dog.
He probably had all the stuff in the bag to make sure he cleaned up.
I've
left
actually had
bills
that
and everything.
conversation with a female before. I told her when you come over, now I got a pistol right, so don't act crazy. She told me I got one too. I said, yeah, we gonna get along.
Yeah.
You ain't married her.
I want that. I mean,
She got married.
I know we should have, dog.
Are
I
you
know.
sure you ain't had a little baby sweater? Because I feel like that's your soulmate.
It's possible, but she moved away to Florida.
It's okay. So you got a baby
Yeah.
in Florida. Okay, got it.
No,
How
I
long ago was
didn't say.
How long ago was
I
this?
said she's in Florida. I said nothing about no baby.
No. How long ago
This
was this?
was, I think I was still at Frito.
Okay. How
So
long
this
ago?
was
You was at
probably-
Frito for a while.
Yeah, this was probably around 2000. I want to say probably about 2007, 2008. No,
Wait.
You got, like,
Wait.
15
So I was at Frito. Was I there?
yeah, I ain't never bring this one around. I don't think. I
Oh,
bought her
well,
around.
clearly.
I bought her around,
Clearly,
but I
'cause
didn't.
the one you brought around.
Yeah, because she was too nice. I couldn't. No, I needed a ratchet.
She was too nice.
Yeah, I ain't want them to see
That
that.
was on the
side.
outside.
Yeah,
She got a pistol like you. She like, oh, all right.
she
you
was
know.
cool though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
She
yeah,
was
you didn't
old.
bring no cool ones around that.
Yeah, I had to make a point.
You got any more sports?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Let me think. No, that's about it. It's been a crazy week. End of the month, July 4th, selling cars, man. It's been wild. That's pretty much it for the wrap up. Sports OTHP will be back next Monday night. You might catch a pop up show this week from me. Got some things going on, but might see me, talking some Nats, because I definitely got some things to talk about, some Nats fans. Well, I guess I can go ahead and get on my little soapbox real quick. Yes, I'm not doing the show tomorrow. Washington, yeah.
We will not be airing next week. We'll not be airing.
Washington football team fans. Starting to think some of y'all got PTSD, man. I'm seeing some of the posts y'all putting up on social media.
But wait, he talking like he ain't a fan too.
I am a fan, but I'm a logical fan. Some of
Okay.
these folks is
So
Their
you said
question-
some of y'all just speak directly to the people you talking to.
I mean, I don't even know their names. I just scroll through some of these, but I don't really engage in the groups unless they comment on my posts, because I post so much. But I'm just reading some of the threads that's going on, and folks questioning Ron Rivera, talking about, you think he has a team going in the right direction?
That's a question. That's a valid question.
The man won the division in the first year,
Mm-hmm.
fighting cancer
Mm-hmm.
with 4 different quarterbacks.
Right.
If that doesn't tell you this man is the right man for the
But asking
job,
the question isn't right. I'm wrong. That how you respond to it is. How
I mean,
you
it's the
respond.
way they are wording
the question.
the question, like
Okay.
they know more than this man who spent over 50 years in the NFL playing and coaching.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's like they're so gloom and doom. Instead of looking at the bright side of what's going on with the great draft that they had, with the great offseason they had, with the free agents they picked up, filling in the holes that we've had for years, and actually addressing those problems. And you're talking about Daniel Snyder and the $10 million fine and all of that stuff
Yeah.
going on. Like, really, are y'all football fans, or y'all just folks that just like to stir the pot
Politics.
and listen to that crap on 106 and 7? Because that's all they talk about. I'm calling them fuckers out too,
Oh,
because I actually know some folks
There you go.
that know them, and I'm trying to get on for that 1 versus 5 sports knowledge competition, because I will shut them down. And I
Okay.
know one of the little dudes that knows somebody that's connected
Gotta be a
there.
little bit.
Because he
always
like
said that,
20,
you noticed that,
because he
right?
like 20, 21, 22, so
Oh,
he
so
ain't
he
even a
young.
grown ass
He
man.
young.
Yeah,
Okay,
but he
gotcha.
knows some people that know some people.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm really getting tired of this negative gloom and doom
Mhm.
mentality of the Washington football team fan base. I get it. It's been fucked up for a while, but you can't allow the past to keep on skewing the perspective on the future of what's going on.
Okay.
But so about this fine, because I noticed you didn't mention it, and
Because that whole situation with the harassment stuff,
and the
I-
culture of
and the culture,
organization.
I spoke on it earlier with the Jeff Bezos influence with him owning the Washington Post, and most of these reports coming through the Washington Post because Jeff Bezos wants to own a football team.
Yep.
Now that has the hub for Amazon in Northern Virginia. The D.C. mayor and Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton have openly came out and said that they can't stand Daniel Snyder. They want the team to come back, and they know Bezos has the
Would bring
money
him back.
and will bring them back and build a dome stadium in the city for them.
Yeah.
So all of this stuff. So the $10 million fine was basically after investigation from the NFL, saying that some of the stuff that was going on in Ashburn with the harassment, or what's the best word? HR. What's the best way to say it, Miss HR lady? I want to get it
Are you
right.
talking about sexual harassment?
Sexual
charges?
harassment and hostile work environment and
The culture of
Yeah,
the
the whole
organization.
it. Granted, there were issues when you have folks making lewd comments to young ladies, and some of them even getting groped and touched and stuff like that. That's wrong. But the fact you try to link it to the owner because you want him to get basically lose the team because he was the majority. He still is the majority owner, but they were partners before.
Yeah.
So they were trying to find a way to get him out and the only way they would be able to get him out is if the league voted him out for doing something morally wrong that they felt shined a bad light onto the league.
Right.
So then all of the allegations came up, which were true to an extent, but it had no direct connection to Snyder.
Right.
So Snyder, being the savvy businessman that he is, knowing this suspension and fine was coming up, he put the powers of the team in the hands of his wife.
Yep. She's now
She's now
CEO.
basically running the team while he's serving his suspension. And
How long is the suspension for?
I believe it's for 3 or 6 months. I can't remember. I read the article.
Yeah, so he got hit with a fine and a suspension.
Yeah, so he got hit with a $10 million fine for having a bad work culture in his establishment or whatever.
Well, see, part of it is because also when some of these women would make reports, they would, you know, people would retaliate against them, and that's a big issue.
It is.
You know, so if I complain about someone because they came at me wrong, and then next thing you know, I get reprimanded or I get fired, that's an issue.
It is.
But they pinned it on the owner. And I feel like this, I mean, it may not directly have anything to do with him, but just like in the military, well, Navy specifically, if someone on the ship doesn't do their job and the ship crashes or runs into the ground or whatever, guess who gets fired?
Captain.
Exactly. So the captain may not have done anything directly, but the captain gets fired. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you know, it is his organization, so he would be the one when, you know, your company has a hostile working environment. It may not necessarily be fair, but at the same time, when you're in charge of something, you gotta be on it.
You're responsible for it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I mean, 10 million. You know, he's a billionaire. So and they can also donate it for charitable, and it's a tax write-off. So it's, you know, it's kind of like a slap on the wrist.
It's not a tax write-off for him. So he has to pay the NFL. The NFL decided they were going to use that money for charitable events. So the NFL could write it off on their taxes,
so,
not him.
Yeah, so.
Which is like, dang, really?
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how things go, but I can't wait for the season to start. Can't wait to see what this defense look like. Training camp starts on the 27th.
Right.
You got 3 preseason games this year. The season expanded to 17 games, so it's I'm waiting to see what this team. You know, I love defense, so the pieces they added, they were already top 5 in most defensive categories last year when they won the division with a 7-9 record. This year they're playing all the first place teams, and you know, it's going to be a test for them, but it's going to be interesting, especially with the quarterback battle. Pieces they added on offense and the pieces they added on defense. I like where we are right now. A lot of folks want to be doom and gloom and think the worst and talk about I wish this and shoulda, woulda, coulda. If you had talent and was actually a coach, you wouldn't be on social media saying the stuff you're saying. You'll be on the sideline somewhere. So.
I knew that was coming.
I mean, because some folks, they think they know more than the coaches, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I was I was trying to see. I was trying to keep that out.
For those who don't know, CP3, that's his go-to.
That's just like my piece de resistance right there.
You know how to coach.
Yeah, you know, you don't burn the fries, nigga, but you gonna know how to coach a team. Man.
You know what? Anyway, let me answer that.
Well, wait, let me say this. Shout out to the NFC East, because I know you heard that right. The Washington football team won the division with the 7-9 record. So shout out to the NFC East for being trash.
Hey.
So at the end of the day, we all trash.
A championship is a championship. I take it. We partying that night, baby. Give me that ring,
bitch. For real,
hey.
Like this bad, but
give me that banner. We partying.
At least we leading the pack of.
Hey, we popping bottles. Hey, we popping bottles. We won. Shit, we was the best. We was the best of the worst, goddamn.
Right.
And we won still. Shit.
We're not there last, but yes.
What's going on with you this week?
Man, this week has been crazy. For those who don't know, I'm preparing to send my baby off. She is moving into her own apartment in Florida. Woo! She is draining my pocket.
I can only imagine.
You said you can only imagine?
I can only imagine.
I mean, I wish you would be a part of your children's lives so that you could experience that too.
Hope he got a scholarship. Ain't no college.
Well, you ain't been there the whole time.
I'm root for him though. I write about him.
Cause you just told us that you might have like a 12-year-old.
I'll be his agent.
I mean, you heard that, right?
Yeah.
I have a 12-year-old. So, but yeah, so my hands have been tied up with that, but it's been a good experience. I did a drive-through um, yesterday.
That's a
for her.
drive-through CP3, not a drive-by.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
drive-through.
We don't do that, man.
Anymore.
We walk up on you.
Really?
Huh?
So you gonna do a walk by?
We don't want no innocent bystanders to get hurt.
But you know what's funny?
We gonna walk up on you.
It's funny you say that because it's a gentleman. I'm not gonna name no names.
Mhm.
Okay, we grew up in the same neighborhood. I know him well, and he was all over the news one time because he robbed a bank, but he pulled up on his bicycle and robbed the bank, and thought he was gonna get away with it.
Well, he could have.
He didn't.
Didn't have the right
And
to
we
skate.
all were
Right?
like, wait, what did he do? So I mean, hey, it happens. I believe CP3 would have walked by.
So truthfully, when you rob a bank, all you really need is a note and a cell phone. You don't need it. Because I work in the bank.
Well, he had a gun.
We're instructed to just like if you give somebody gives you a note, you're instructed to really just to give them whatever is.
Right. And see, and the thing is, when you have a gun, that's a whole different charge.
Yes, it is. And the funny thing is that when people rob banks, like only on like Set It Off, you see like they get like tens of thousands of dollars. Like if you really rob a teller, the most you'll ever get is like $2,000 because
Right.
you can only
teller,
you can only keep 2,000 in your drawer.
Yeah.
And if you went around and actually robbed each teller, you would you get caught.
And most banks don't have as
Because
many
they're-
tellers as they did in the bank.
Yeah, and most of the time there's a button that they hit that activates the
Somebody
camera.
hit that,
The
but
silent alarm and that activates the camera. So if you actually went to every teller and robbed them, they would have like your height, everything within like 10
Mhm.
seconds.
yeah, they gonna know you.
So
But I mean, hey.
That's why you gotta do electronic.
Yeah. So, the 18th, I won't be here. I'm gonna be in Florida with my baby.
and then the following week, I won't be here.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Renegade will be in Miami,
In Florida.
in Florida, and he'll be killing the stage that Saturday.
I might still be trying to get down there too.
Uh-oh.
Because
I need to get out of town.
Well, we don't know if that's a good idea.
Why?
you got a kid in Florida, so you make me want to.
Right, you might
I
want to.
mean, you know,
Let's see. You at 12, you missed the elementary graduation.
I'll be there for the
And,
teenage years when it gets rough. You
Well,
know.
12, you
You
better
might be a
hurry
teenager.
up.
That's what I'm saying. I'll show up now. You know, I put foot to his ass.
Right, they the PTA
Hey,
students.
she probably the president and shit.
See, mm-hmm. You gotta
You know,
be
I'm
supportive dad.
gonna be a good. I'm sure you know I'm gonna have a good girl if she got one.
So
She got good credit.
all right, so we're gonna do a music break after I tell you what's going on. So unfortunately this week, Monday started off. I lost my cousin Divine. So rest in peace, Divine.
Yeah.
It was very unexpected. You know, she had an asthma attack. I'm an asthmatic.
And so much.
You know, people take asthma as a joke at times, and it's something that you gotta focus on.
Yep.
Especially now when it's these 100 degrees. Anybody that knows me personally will know when it's 100 degrees outside, I go from work to home
Yep.
to AC.
Nowhere
Like I
else.
don't come out until I'm like a vampire. I won't come out until the sun go down. The sun don't go down at 9 o'clock. Don't ask me for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I really can't function, especially and even now. It's even harder now with a mask.
Right, right.
So
I went to the grocery store with a mask on today, and I was
Yeah.
about to die.
yeah. So unfortunately, you know, my little cousin, she was actually my aunt that passed away. Raised us. So her and my brother were foster children of my aunt.
Right.
They eventually went back to their mother, but family.
And
So they never stopped being family because they went back to their mom. You know, and she was a mother. You know, Renegade was keeping in contact with her. We used to talk on social media. And you know, just getting work together.
yeah.
So
How's your uncle doing?
I talk about that.
So, yeah.
But,
Well,
so
prayers out to all of you, the whole family.
yeah, so it that was kind of shocking.
Mhm.
You know, take a quick moment of silence for her. And then I'll play some videos after this, and then we'll come back and which on some hot topics. We got we got to talk about the Bill Cosby situation, the Felicia Rashad situation, and we got to talk about the young lady who was suspended, but she's not going to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Situation as well. So. But I do have a new video that we're gonna play.
Okay.
So, from Royalty.
Yes, we love them.
One of the guys from Royalty, Mr. Woods, did a song with this young lady. They've been posting about this Escape song, but they opened up for Ja Rule at the whatever it's called, the Charlotte Coliseum or whatever, a big venue.
Yeah, because they're down there in North Carolina.
Yeah, so they opened up for Ja Rule the other day. I'm not a personal fan of Ja Rule.
I'm not.
I'm
Never
a 50
was.
Cent in Ja Rule, but that's a big accomplishment for any artist opening up for a person of his stature and
Right.
what he's done. And it was sold out.
That's good.
So,
Wait, it was sold out?
yeah, it's sold out.
Did 50 buy the tickets or real people?
No real people.
Okay.
You got to get the footage.
I'm not trying to be shady, but you know, you gotta ask these questions.
Yeah,
You know, 50 might be petty, you know.
So I'm gonna play. Her name is Jessie Story. I'm gonna play her video, and then I'm gonna play.
Boys.
I'm gonna play BWA. No Pressure. CPB's gonna love this video. They from North Carolina too. They thick chicks, and they'll make some scanty like clothes. CP3 might want to go ahead and take your shot now.
Yeah.
We gonna be rude.
I'm gonna get ready.
You know he will.
But that's what thoughts too.
Core and recovery, man. Get it right. I would not be referred to as a thought. I'm sorry.
Tomato,
You ain't never-
tomato.
I'm a grown ass man.
Tomato, tomato.
When's the last time you recovered?
Right.
Like 2 years ago. Shit.
I didn't know you for 6.
It's like a cycle.
You cut the mic off?
Yeah.
Take a little bit of that. This one, we got some. Mix them. You might need some ice though.
You know we actually have.
You told me. Let me go ahead and like this. Oh man, I ain't refilled it. Jamaican rum.
That boy.
So that's you.
Money jump. Yes.
I have to like this for
CP3? Like the world's biggest blunt.
it do look like it. Sage your ass. Yeah, sage him. Woo. Hopefully the sage will save him. You want curry? Me too. I'm exhausted. I'm supposed to go to work tomorrow. How?
Not me.
I couldn't even drink that much last night. Man, my boy turned up. Man, it fell asleep on my shoulder while I'm driving.
I saw your. I saw your
Yo.
video. I was like, what is this? Is that somebody hand? Like, man, no, it's so weird.
I don't know why y'all be doing latte like that.
Oh, no, he did me dirty in Miami. The first, I told you I got off the play. I was tired. He put me on Instagram to sleep. Oh, he sleep. Miami 1. Great Renegade 0. I said, all right, I got you. He said, can you drive tonight? I said, bet. I don't got to drink. I just kept buying this shit. I bought a couple shots for him. Like, there you go. Let's go. He said, no, you ain't gonna drink? I said, I'll take a bit. Take it easy. I like this shit.
You said this is Jessie.
Jessie Story.
She gives me a K Michelle vibe. It sounds like K Michelle. Couple of, yeah, she gives me a K Michelle vibe. You want to say? Wait, you said you never had those? It tastes like a peach. It don't taste like a regular cherry. I gotta tell people because they be like, oh yeah, cherry. What the fuck is this? This is different.
Hi, ladies. No problem. Just like that. No extra stuff.
I ain't never heard this video all the way through.
Do they know they can go sit over there? Because you might have said it, but okay. There you go.
And smoking cigarettes outside.
What? They gonna rob? How we gonna put this nice love song to them beating up those little old football legs?
It sounds like CP3 directed that video.
This part, CP3. They got black masks and bats.
CP3 directed this. That's what it seems like.
They related to
Or
you?
his cousins. I'm about to say his cousin might have directed it.
Oh, they know you move, CP3.
Uh-uh.
Even ducking down when the cops fly by. Nigga, are you related to this people?
No, my
Things
Twitter
that
feed's
CP3
fucking
would
up.
do.
That could be a segment right there.
Things that CP3
We
would do.
could pull different crazy, right. How you go back to this? But, we should do that, like crazy stories of people, getting in trouble with the law.
Yeah.
So we could be like CCD. You know how they have Florida Man?
Yeah.
CP3.
They seen me before at the beginning of the video, and he had a bootleg version of his CD. So they came back and they made up in their shit.
So that's what they do with somebody. That's neat. But that don't match the song. It's good to know you about that life, boo. But
I mean, the song is so happy.
right, that's what I'm saying. You thought it was a whole number.
It's a whole other tune. Like this time. Government scandal is closing.
What you trying to fix?
Twitter feed not acting right. Along with my Facebook, I'm still only streaming on YouTube right now.
Yeah, all you doing is streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm only on YouTube. Yeah, my Twitter feed, for some reason, fucking up.
That's why I asked who owns Twitter.
Here.
You said they from where? I'm about to say they don't sound like a North Carolina person.
They live in
But Texas, they kind of sound, not the accent,
Yeah.
That's why I was like, wait, where you say they from?
Oh, man, that was my shit, though. Like, fuck. Little bitch. Yeah. They rocked it on it.
I know I pour heavy, but good, right?
Huh?
Oh.
What you looking for?
What's the juice?
It's the tea.
I seen so many beds. I'm like, not
He
good.
said that. That's how I felt. I was like, y'all said it was juice in here. Refrigerator liquor.
Yo. So we're back. We are back. So, CP3, like that last video?
Yeah, that joint was interesting. I didn't get a chance to look at much of it. I was doing some other stuff on my computer, having some
thick ass chicks, and you did not look at all.
man. I'm having some difficulty with my feeds, man. I'm only on YouTube right now. My Twitter feed is down. My Facebook feed is down. It's, man, I swear, man, it's like somebody is targeting me right now. Phil.
There we go.
I ain't saying nothing else. I ain't trying to get nobody else in trouble.
Because he might have been down in North Carolina if he saw that.
Man, I mean, I ain't been down there in
Might
a
be
while.
children. I mean, you gotta check their age.
Hey, whoa. And ain't none of my girls gonna be twerking in no fucking video. I tell
Oh,
you.
you know, if you ain't right. People with daddy issues do some things. I'm trying to tell you.
You know, you pray on women with daddy.
I'm about to say.
I don't pray on it. They just attract to me. I don't,
also,
I can't do
maybe
that.
they attract to people like you. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, that can only be me, man. Only be me. It's rough out here.
Because I think if you had a daughter, oh my goodness.
If he had a daughter, he'd be the type. He'd be like how Martin was. Will Smith, when the dude knock on the door, like he'd be the type of nigga that would answer the door with a gun in his hand.
Yeah. Just like they say all the joy. You get a shotgun, so you throw it at him, tell him at 10 o'clock it travels a lot fast.
He'd be the type of nigga that be like, yo, renegade. Yo, you don't really want to come to my house. This dude about to take my daughter out. I just want to put the fear of God in him. And,
Damn right.
And nigga be like 16 and we'll be just standing there like, so where you going?
You look 30.
Pretty much. You shaving, ain't you? You just shaved
But
it.
I think if he had a daughter, she will give him the business.
Nah, I don't play that shit.
Only because, look how you act.
Nah, I'm better.
It's karma, man.
Nah,
She
I'm
gonna
better.
give you the business. You go, man.
I know how to handle it.
You
I
lucky
remember
you
I've
don't
already
have
raised.
hair on your head right now, because I'm trying to tell you
You
that.
gotta remember I done already raised 3 nieces. So
right,
I mean,
but they not your children.
I
It's
know.
different.
Well, they still get the
Because I
same
have
talk.
3 nephews that came before my kids. And my nephews gave me, some problems growing up. But my children, especially my son, oh no, it's different.
Look, man, your son's a ride or die.
My son is crazy. I'm just letting y'all know now. Something ain't right with
He
that.
rolled. He came up here when you rolled up on him. He's a ride or die. Respect that man.
That boy is crazy. He called me on the way here. Make sure you call me after the show. What?
Put some respect on that young man's name.
Like, make sure you call me when the show was over. Like, what, bro? You are not my father.
Hey, that's his way of saying he want to make sure he know you on the way home, so he can whatever he was doing, he ain't gonna be doing no more.
And when he was real young, he used to tell me, "You can't have a boyfriend. You can't date." Well, why not? Because your father. I don't care what he do. You can't date. So
Put some respect on that young man's name.
Lord,
Hey,
when
man.
he become a father, I feel bad. I'm gonna have to.
Hey, that's how it
rescue
is. It's gonna
his
be rough.
children.
It's rough out here, man. You
See,
gotta,
first of all, I can always tell it's gonna be that dad versus grandma battle, right?
I'm like, give me that baby, because you crazy.
And he probably gonna get one of those kids that always gonna tell grandma, like, I'm gonna tell my parent on me.
hey,
I hate with that shit.
But here's the
think
thing.
it works sometime.
I tell him, look, you petty, but just remember, when you have kids, they gonna be worse. They gonna be worse. Unfortunately, he has the worst parts of me and the worst parts of his dad. So yeah.
So you can't blame him. It's your fault.
No, because the worst parts of his dad, I ain't had nothing to do with that.
But then you had something to do with your parts, though. So
But when you
can't blame
combine
him.
my worst parts and his dad's worst parts, whoo.
So he should get off the hook whenever he get in trouble. Y'all need to look at yourself.
No, you can't get off the hook for the stuff that he
I'm just telling you the argument he gonna have. That's gonna be his argument. Like, it's your fault and daddy's fault. I got it from y'all.
When he was little and me and my ex-husband were still together, he would do things that I know he inherited from me. I would tell my ex-husband, get your son. Because I felt like I would be, I couldn't reprimand him for
Because
stuff
you did
that
the same
he inherited from me.
Because you did the same thing.
He cut another child. When he
Can you
was
give me
like-
another beer,
he
man,
was
on that
like
one,
2 or
please?
3, and he cut another child with some little scissors.
That's you.
That's why I
That's
said,
clearly you.
I told my ex-husband, I said, get your baby.
So I'm gonna tell you like this. My niece told
Stabbing
me,
kids in daycare.
my niece told me some real shit the other day, like about a week or two. I was on the phone with her, and she was like,
Appreciate it, bro.
she was like, you know, I said something about putting her boyfriend in the trash can. And she was just like, you know, I used to think that I got my bad ways from maybe my mom or my dad.
Was you?
She was like, I see where I get it from now.
That's how my oldest niece is.
She's like, I get them from you. And I was like, hey, I need that.
That's how it is sometimes, man. You mean when they around you all the time, and you know you helping raise them, and you know spending time with them, they're gonna pick up some of your traits. Not necessarily the best ones, but they're gonna pick up some of them.
I mean,
And you can't, you know.
any child was around me that has a smart ass mouth, that's all my fault.
Hey.
They could be nieces, nephews, they could be some of my mom's daycare kids. Like literally, that's all my fault.
Hey.
Because I would say things to little kids like, yo, shut up, crackhead.
And then when they go to the daycare, okay, they in school, they got put out of class.
Like one of my daycare kids got beat because one of my mom's daycare kids got beat because she and they from the South, and I had a bad habit of saying you a crackhead or shut up crackhead or punk or something like that.
Yeah.
And she said that to her grandma.
Oh no.
You got to be down by Nana. That's fucked up.
Her grandma was black. And she was
I'm about to say, grandma, baby.
You got switches and everything.
Right.
right. She probably stuck out her hand and the shit came flying to her like Lionel from the Thundercats. Like the switches.
See, y'all said I was wrong. See, you said I was wrong. You getting little kids beat.
You got them all in trouble.
You getting
I've
them
never
little
claimed to
kids
be
beat.
innocent.
Uh-huh.
First of all.
See, I ain't even go that low.
Well, hey,
But I can say I teach, you know, other people's children, you know, my ways. One of my friends, matter of fact, they came to my daughter's drive-thru, and when she was real small, every time she came around me, I would say, "Hey, boo." So when she was like 2, she started going around telling people, "Hey, boo." And matter of fact, I just let her know that for those who don't know, I'm actually a lady, the title lady. So she thinks that is amazing. You know, she refers to me as Lady Antoinette. She does not call me by my government or what her mom calls her. So what I did was go ahead and get her ladyship. So
see, I unfortunately I don't have good play like because at that particular time in my life, I would use words like punk, crackhead, you know.
But that's me. That's growth. Okay, because I probably when she was 2, she was going around saying "Hey, boo" to everyone, and her mom was like, "Really?" But now,
You see, that's different. When no kids were 2, I would teach them, "Hey, punk."
yeah. Well, my son was doing that. Too.
Yeah, you know.
My son's older than me.
I was a bad uncle.
Well, I was his mom, and he was calling people.
I was a bad uncle. Let's talk about this Bill Cosby situation.
Situation? I don't think it's a situation anymore.
Well, so some people think it is.
Well,
So, because we'll transition from the Bill Cosby situation to the Lisa Rashad situation.
Yeah.
So, with anybody, the situation with Bill Cosby is like, you know, people upset that he got free. So, what they're not realizing is that he shouldn't have been locked up because of the agreement that was signed previously. Stated he couldn't get retried for the things that he missed. Now, granted, I will tell you this. Things that we do in 2021 and we did in 1970 are vastly different. And things that we did in the 70s are really things we'd be a part of now. You know, one of the funny